Hi everybody, my name is Charles Dickens, and today I'm with Florence Nightingale. We're going to talk about some of our works, some of our common goals on social justice, including many of our fundamental activism. So I'm going to turn over to Florence Nightingale first.
Hello, everybody. My name is Florence Nightingale. I was born into a wealthy family. My parents were very nice. One day, I got a message from God telling me I should serve other people and help other people. I decided I want to be a nurse so I could help many people who are disadvantaged or poor or who struggle with other health care issues. My, my family was not very happy about me doing this, but I decided I had to go with God's plan on helping people. Oh, I did a lot of studying about nursing, about reading books about medicine. Oh, it was a lot of work, but it was very interesting. During the Crimean War, me and my fellow other nurses went to take care of the injured British troops. Oh, it was very sad seeing the conditions. It was poor sanitary conditions. There was bad nutrition for the soldiers, and many of them were very weak. It took a lot of guts to stand up against many military officials where they did not want to listen to my concerns or my ideas to help improve the lives of these injured soldiers because they did not like how I was a woman. And they also had to deal with bad military politics. But I never gave up. I stood my firm ground and decided to take care of those injured British troops. Well, me and my nurses, we worked on improving sanitation, like washing clothes, making sure the injured troops clean their body. We also provided good nutrition food, like healthy food, soup, and even fruits and vegetables to improve their healthy lifestyle. We also gave them good medical care where they needed to. Oh, it was such a hard job. I remember during my nights, I would walk around these halls to make sure the injured troops were doing okay with my lamp. People called me the lady in the lamp. And then, after the Crimean War, I decided to continue on nursing. I created our own school to provide women to have the option to become nurses. Also, I worked on writing articles about the need to have better healthcare systems to help the poor, the disabled, and to even advocate for better sanitation around the world. Like also provide nutrition to help many people try to have a healthy lifestyle. And also to be a strong advocate for the idea of universal health care to help people who are poor or with pre-existing conditions or the disability get the care they need without having to worry about being in debt for medical care. Oh, it was a lot of work, but I was very proud to abandon my goals of being a wealthy woman to helping other people.
Oh Florence, I am so inspired by your little story. I felt very sorry at how you were mistreated by the military officials when you wanted to do good work in helping the soldiers, and how you worked hard to overcome your struggles of being a woman in the nursing field. But I'm so impressed at how you made such a good difference for the community, for those injured British troops, and with your fundamental ideas of improving our healthcare system and also being an advocate for women's rights, including the rights of disabled. I will tell you about myself, Florence. Oh, when I was a very young man, I had such a good family. But when we went to London, it was during the Industrial Revolution. It was a very difficult time during the Industrial Revolution. I myself was a young child. I had to work in very bad conditions. I had to work with other children, including orphans and the disabled, and we were always mistreated because we struggled with work. Also, another thing to mention is during the Industrial Revolution, I had dealt with hard times too, where my father was in a debt prison because he owed a lot of money. I would work hard as a young person into my teens. I tried to make enough money to help my dad. Oh, it was sad. Also, it was sad in my time was I saw many people who were poor, disadvantaged, or with a disability, and many workers were in bad conditions. Many of them weren't paid very well. Many of them didn't have enough money to provide for their families or to even provide food. And even they were beaten by other people and were mistreated poorly. You know, in my young time, it made me really sad seeing how much people who were very wealthy would always mistreat the people who were poor or disadvantaged or with a disability, or even workers who worked very hard in their life, even if they couldn't afford everything. It made me sad in my entire life. I was a writer, and I wrote many good of my favorite books, The Christmas Carol, and then David Copperfield, and also Oliver Twist. In my writings, I always wanted to symbolize the importance of having kindness, compassion, and understanding of people who are poor or disadvantaged or with a disability. Also, in my writings, I wanted to emphasize on how wealthy people can corrupt society for the wrong reasons and how the wealthy should be caring about other people instead of themselves. In my own books, like for example, The Christmas Carol, I wanted to make a symbolism about how Scrooge should not always be a selfish person using his wealth for his own self. He should help other people, including the Tiny Tim who had a disability. When I wrote Oliver Twist, I wanted to symbolize about how what it was like for many orphans, including many children who were poor or disadvantaged or with a disability, and how they should be treated with kindness and compassion, and how they shouldn't be in poor conditions. In my activism, I always advocate for ideas to help reduce poverty, the importance of helping the rights of the disabled, and even to advocate for better working conditions, including better pay, better benefits for workers who work really hard in life. And then I continued on writing, and it was a lot of good work. It was hard though, to be honest, but it was very good, and also me having a perfect mind.
Oh, Charles Dickens, I am so inspired by you. And I'm sorry that you had a difficult time when you were young, working those bad conditions during the Industrial Revolution, and also dealing with your father was in debt prison because he didn't have enough money to pay, and how you worked really hard to try to help him.
Oh, Florence, I did the best as I could, but it also taught me some good, important values in life about wanting to advocate for a world to be a better place. It makes me really sad about how we have too many politicians, including our world leaders, including the media, who say that it is socialism just because you want to help the poor, the disabled, you want to advocate for better working conditions for workers, you want to make sure that workers have better pay, including benefits.
It makes me sad too. Another thing that I don't like is when many politicians, including world leaders, including the news media, like to say that universal health care is socialism. Well, it's a basic fundamental right. Healthcare is a right, it's not a privilege. And also, I don't think it is fair that they would say that it is socialism when many people who are poor or disadvantaged or with a disability who struggle with healthcare issues have to try to work hard to get by when they can't afford getting care. Also, it makes me really sad and how many people are struggling with nutrition or trying to find ways to improve their healthy lifestyles.
Yes, Florence, it makes me sad hearing about that too. But I very am inspired by all your hard work and advocacy for healthcare rights, including the rights of the disabled and other social justice policies too.
Also, I wish that many people cannot repeat the same mistakes in the past, can learn on how it is very important to make a healthcare system better for everybody, like improve sanitation, improve nutrition for the people who are struggling, and having better healthcare systems to assist the poor, the disabled, or many injured troops or veterans who have served our country get the care that they need.
Oh, Florence, I agree with you that. Also, I feel the same way too about the healthcare system needs to be improved. But also, I wish that many people not repeat the same mistake in the past and how they should continue to make sure that working conditions, including better pay, better benefits for workers who work very hard in life, and also to advocate for better improvements of the disabled and the poor.
Oh, I'm so happy that you have good ideas too.
I'm happy that you have good ideas, Florence. You see, we both have a lot of common interests, even though we both have different professions or different backgrounds in our life, like how you made a choice of not being in a wealthy family. I'm just only being a wealthy woman. But how you risked your life to care about other people, want to help people so with healthcare needs.
I am also very proud on how you worked hard during those difficult times when you were young, when you struggled through poverty and trying to advocate for good policies, even trying to help your own dad, and even working on your writings and trying to have good messages in life, and also how you're such an advocate for better working conditions, better rights for the disabled, and the need to help the poor and disadvantaged, and how wealthy should not be corrupt in society, and how people who are wealthy should care about other people during difficult times.
Oh, thank you so much, Florence. I am very proud that you and I have such good ideas, and even though we come from different places or even different economic backgrounds. So I really enjoyed talking to you, Florence, because you are such an inspiration.
You're such an inspiration too, Mr. Charles Dickens. I hope we can continue to talk more about good ideas, how we can make a world a better place with social justice,
Better healthcare system or universal healthcare,
also better improvements for the rights of the disabled,
and also improvements for the helping people who struggle through poverty issue, along with workers who struggle to get by. Well, everybody, I just want to say I enjoyed talking to Florence here today. She is a very inspirational woman, a woman who worked really hard during difficult times to try to advocate for better improvements in our healthcare system and to even advocate for the rights of the disabled.
I really enjoyed talking to Charles Dickens. He's a very good man. He worked hard during those poor, difficult times, but never gave up on writing and trying to have a good message in his work. And also him being an advocate for social justice and helping the rights of the disabled, and even to stand up against the wealthy people who want to corrupt our society or who don't want to show compassion or understanding for many people who struggle during difficult times.
Thank you, Florence, for taking your time to listen to me. I hope we can continue our friendship and continue to enjoy sharing our fundamental ideas about making the world a better place. Thank you, everybody, for listening to me, and thank you for listening to Florence Nightingale share about her stories. And I hope that many of you people don't repeat the same mistakes in the past, but I hope many of you can continue to advocate for the rights of the disabled, helping the poor, including the disadvantaged.
Also advocating for workers' rights to help improve their working conditions with better pay, better benefits,
and even ideas to make sure that we do not promote any discrimination
or hate,
or even bigotry against the disabled or people who are poor, especially minorities and women too. Well, thanks for listening to us.
and I hope you guys can continue to study. To help everybody can continue to study about my work and my good friend Charles Dickens' work.
Yes, I hope many of you can study many of our work. Well, have a good day, everybody.
Have a good day.